All right, guys, let's do a, a video on MULN. This one is like insane. No, I am not going to trade this penny stock, but it's just to me, it's insane how this thing will do whatever. It's probably the most diluted penny stock out of everything, and I don't know how this thing is not delisted. I really don't know how. I mean, we had a look at how many reverse splits it had in a short amount of time. But for my criteria, I've noticed the best stocks that pump are going to be near this green band here that slowly get to it. Obviously, MULN's not going to get there. It's a negative number. It's not going to touch the EMA 20. That's at 39 bucks. We're at, we can't expect that to touch anytime soon. But here and there, you're going to have these monster pumps right in here. Pump, pump, pump. The tricky part with MULN is it is so unpredictable. It is like almost impossible to predict one of these. For most of the stocks I look at anything that don't touch the CMA 5 in 10 days is long. Well, as you can see, this is just a constant down move, right? Trying to get into this is like getting in front of a car, right? It's just too hard to think. Maybe we could see some consolidation. We haven't seen any consolidation yet on MULN, but usually don't see that. And then maybe right in here, you see how you have 2 days of consolidation, some consolidation here, 2 days. You start to see some green here, and then it goes up. So maybe we could look for some kind of pattern like this instead of like just straight down, right? You start to see like sellers dying out, bulls coming in, and then have this monster move up. But I would have a tight stop loss if you decide to trade this. I traded this thing many times. It will touch the CMA 5, and when it does, it'll touch the 10 too. But as you can see, it's always going to reject there. All the time, it's going to reject there. Touch the 5, reject. So I'm looking for that. See right here, there's no consolidation, but it just re-ups and jumps. Like, look at that, 71% move here. Have a little consolidation here, that 2-day consolidation, or somewhere right here, it jumps to the 10. But yeah, this is interesting. I mean, look how much I have to zoom in. So obviously dilution is a big factor, and you can all look at the dilution on this thing. You can look at how much cash they have left and all that. This company's burning cash like by the insane amount. I mean, dilution tracker was just, I don't have the membership here, but you can see how much cash they have on the free version here. So they have negative 6.52. Here's their dilution. The company has negative 2.7 months of cash left, based on a quarterly cash burn of 48 million and an estimated cash of negative 43 million. They don't have cash. They need massive cash. They're gonna dilute the heck out of their stock. That's why trading this thing is almost impossible. It needs to be delisted. It should not be in the stock exchange. To do this many reverse splits is unheard of. It's so if you guys want a very nice penny stock, I just uploaded a recent YouTube video on some very nice ones that can have a monster amount of move that's not as heavily diluted. They have cash. They're not burning this much cash. I mean, they have negative two some ones. They're burning 48 million cash. Holy crap! You can look at all the warrants and all this. This company is probably the most toxic penny stock I have ever seen. Okay, it's pretty bad. You can look at their filings here. Financials. Financials are just obviously garbage. I mean, it's with any pennies, but yeah. So that's what we're looking at right in here. Sure, it's going to have 100% pump, but the problem is, like, what if you get in here? What if it goes down to 20 cents and then it goes up, 100%? The back holding is just insane on this stock. So I personally would, look at the cash value, look at the dilution. Try to stay away from those because those are going to be harder to get. You're going to have these, anytime this pumps like this, they're going to dilute the heck out of it. Yeah, it could do a monster 300% pump. I mean, you got 2 of these already, but the problem is people who got back in, trying to catch this bottom is almost, like I said, almost impossible. You probably would get really lucky here. So here's the good things is if you're not in the stock right now, I mean, yeah, it probably will get a pump. 0.91 on the K value. It's under 1. That's extremely low. We haven't touched this EMA 5 in an insane amount of time. We're due for the 10. So the margin return to the 5 is 91%. To the 10 is 350%. Yes. But here's the thing is, as it keeps going down and down, these EMAs go down and down. I recommend a stop loss of 20%, 15%. If it doesn't work, get the heck out. You tried it, play another stock. I always, just because of something so bizarre, if it doesn't work out, at least you have your stop loss and don't play it again. All right, because then it just doesn't meet the system requirements. But then again, just look at the dilution. They are heavily diluted, okay? Um, that's just how this stock does things. Uh, do, 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 yeah, so they're heavily diluted. They're based in Southern California. Estimated net cash per share is negative 6.52. All right. Anyways, that's my update on this. I'll post like I said, if you guys are into that some higher risk, make sure you have a 20% stop loss on every penny idea. I just posted another one. GVH, check that one out. I'm telling you, this one is due for a massive pump. It meets the systems. We're at this lower Keltner channel. They actually have, they're not as diluted as MULN. They have a low K value. So it's stuff like that I look for. But yeah, this is MULN. If you guys want to join the Discord, like as always, you are more than welcome to join. Check it out. I go over these exact stuff. I have swing trade alerts, day trade alerts. I day trade live every day. Definitely join the Discord in the YouTube comments below. And in the description, it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Hit how to subscribe and hit this day trade alerts if you want to join. You guys are going to love it. And then for a promotional discount, it's only $12 a month, all right? Lifetime discount, never go up in price. And if you subscribe on your computer, you'll avoid the iOS fee, so where you only pay $12 a month. And you'll have a gold membership like this guy over here, G2, and you have access to everything. You guys will love it. I go live every day in the day trade live voice stream. I put my day trade alerts here, swing trade alerts here. I haven't missed on a swing trade in a very long time because I tend to place those high value, bigger cap stocks because they're easier to follow. A lot of times pennies they pump and dump, so if you miss it, you're done, right? But yeah, that's my analysis on MULN. Yeah, it's gonna pump. But is it worth wasting my time when there's better pennies to play? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Dilution always kills any system. I like to play bottoms, but MULN is like probably the hardest to play. There's better setups to play. But yeah, down here, it's due for a massive bump. Sure. All right, but yeah, most people don't have an average at 30 cents. They probably have an average above $1 or so. So that's how you have to look at that. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys in the Discord. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. If you ever need help subscribing, tell me in the free chat landing page. I'd love to help you guys. $12 a month, you can't beat the price. You get access to everything, and let's make some bank, guys. All right, guys, peace out.